Hi, I'm Sean Smith, a grade 5 teacher here at Singapore American School. Nestled just 1 degree north of the equator, and in the heart of a vibrant port lies Singapore. A futuristic, diverse, safe, and tropical climate cradles the busy lifestyle and nurtures a melting pot of rich culture. For Activity 1, learners explored the question, how does migration impact culture? We talked about push and pull factors, as well as the consequences of migration. Students also explored the article, Cultural Richness by National Geographic, to provide framework for the lesson. We brought in world political maps, as well as American political maps, to get a better sense of the migration journey for Singaporeans, students' personal migration stories, KEC, and migrant workers. As the world becomes more interconnected and more people live in different locations, it changes our culture. We lose parts of our culture. We gain new cultural perspectives too. Our class focused on the cultural perspective, or the ideas, customs, and social behaviors of individuals and communities. In addition, we looked locally at the direct perspective of those that were migrating. The driving attitude of curiosity, skill of observation, and knowledge of the human journey were anchors for this 2-day activity. For the attitude of curiosity, students explored and garnered curiosity about other cultures through the use of Cultural Atlas, class read-aloud Home of the Brave, interview with their own families, and further research with other library platforms. This research led to students wanting to know more about their own cultures and the other cultures that they were researching. Here you see students using the National Geographic maps to outline the migration journey of the 4 perspectives. In addition, we relied heavily on the teaching about the world graphic to visualize the local scale and the cultural perspective. In Home of the Brave, our class read-aloud, the students have been able to connect with the main character, Ken. After this lesson, they were even more curious to know and learn about the South Sudanese culture. This has brought a breath of fresh air to our already exciting read-aloud, as students have built a stronger connection to KEC. These reflections can be seen in more detail with the concept maps and group discussions around different cultures. The biggest impact for my students has been their growing self-awareness about the world, who they are, and where they came from. Nina shared her cultural learnings from our lesson with her grandfather, and to her delight she's been forwarding me emails of their family's migration journey from Russia in the 1800s, everything from hiding under boats to working as skilled laborers on the soil of America. Lillian also projected ahead, sharing, when I move back to the US from Singapore, everything will be a little weird, but okay, showing that her culture has changed as she's lived overseas. Students also observe the challenges that others face when they migrate. KEC's migration has impacted a lot in his life. In the South Sudanese culture, family is a big deal. Family is most important. They also try to have a family, but because of the war, they had to leave, Bella shared. The Bangladeshi culture of family is impacted by migration because they don't get to see their family as much. This is important because they treat everyone as kin, Madeline observed. If there was one takeaway from this activity, it's that we must build empathy for others by learning about who they are and the culture that they bring to us. We were impressed with the reflective nature of students' collaboration, the sharing of their personal stories with each other, the flow state of concept maps, and also the benefits and challenges that come with migration. Thank you, National Geographic, for providing a moment of reflection and strengthening the community in our class.